What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We are starting to get all the information we wanted all this time about Phase 2 of Season of Discovery. Wowhead has started data mining all the new runes for each and every class. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Druid. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these Druid runes. We're going to start off with the Belt runes. We have Engrave Belt Berserk. When activated, this ability causes your Mangle ability to hit up to 3 targets and have no cooldown, and reduces the energy cost of all your cat form abilities by 50% and lasts 15 seconds. Requires Bear Form, Cat Form, or Dire Bear Form to activate. Clears the effect of fear and makes you immune to fear for the duration. So Feral Druid's getting Berserk. That's going to feel really nice in Classic. Berserk is... Berserk alone just makes playing Feral Druid feel so much better. It's giving... Now you're getting... Bear Druids are getting like an actual strong cleave. And Cat Form having 50% energy reduction on all of your abilities while this is active for 15 seconds is massive. You mix that with the new automatic Crowd Pummeler mace that you're going to be getting in Nomer, and Druids are going to be... they're going to be pumping, in my opinion. So moving down from there, we have Engrave Belt Eclipse. This is for our Boomkins out there. Everyone pay attention, because they need to be stronger, Boomkins. Starfire increases the critical strike chance of your next 2 Wraths by 30%, and Wrath increases the critical strike chance of your next Starfire by 30%. Both effects stack up to 4 charges. Both spells also gain 70% chance at all times to not lose casting when you take damage. So Boomkins getting Eclipse is just nutty. I think that's going to be absolutely awesome. And you know what? I think it's a welcome addition. I think they definitely needed Eclipse. I actually put this in my rune video. I don't know if you guys saw it when I was like kind of theory crafting what runes each class should get. I did put Eclipse in there, and I think it's just going to fit really well with this version of Druid. And then our last belt rune is a Resto Druid one. We have Nourish. Basically a nice heal. We have heals a friendly target for X amount, heals for an additional 20% if you have a Rejuve, Regrowth, Life Bloom, or Wild Growth effect active on the target. This spell benefits from and triggers all effects associated with Healing Touch, so that's nice for our Resto Druids. There's no... I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward for Druids. Like if you're Feral, you're taking Berserk. If you're Boomkin, you're taking Eclipse. If you're Resto, you're taking Nourish. No choices really to make there. And moving on down to our boot runes. For our first one, we have Dream State. Your damaging spell critical strikes grant you 50% of your mana regeneration while casting for 8 seconds and increase nature damage dealt to the target by 20%. So that's obviously for our Boomkins. Dream State sounds like it's going to be really good. You're going to get some mana back and deal increased damage from this, so that's pretty strong. And then our second boot rune it looks like it's going to be for our Feral Druids. We have King of the Jungle. Tiger's Fury now increases all physical damage you deal by 15% instead of by a flat value, and instantly grants you 60 energy. It is no longer on the global cooldown, but it now has its own 30-second cooldown. So this, to me, is really nice, because Tiger's Fury is, it is just a horrible ability, and it feels so bad to ever use it. If anyone here has actually ever played Feral Druid, it feels awful to use Tiger's Fury in this version of WoW. So adding King of the Jungle in here and basically completely changing how it works was absolutely necessary, because it was terrible. And our last boot rune, we have Survival Instincts. This is for our tanks. When activated, this grants you 30% of your maximum health for 20 seconds. After the effect expires, the health is lost, usable in any form. In addition, you regenerate 5 rage every time you dodge while in bear form or dire bear form, 10 energy while in cat form, or 1% of your maximum mana while in any other form. So you don't need to be in bear form to use this. It's usable in any form. It's basically like a defensive, self-sustain, cooldown type of ability. So this is really, really a nice addition to their kit as well. Moving on down to our Bracer runes, we have Engraved Bracer's Efflorescence. Your Swiftmen now also causes Efflorescence, healing all party members within 15 yards of the Swiftmen target's location for X amount every 2 seconds for 30 seconds. So this is just piling on more AoE healing to Druids. They're raid healing at this point with these runes coming is going to just be out of this world. Like, they're going to be so incredibly strong at healing that it's not even funny. So our next Bracer rune, moving on, we have Improved Frenzied Regeneration. Your Frenzied Regeneration can now be used in all forms or while not shapeshifted. It now converts your active resource into health every second for 10 seconds. Up to 10 rage, 10 energy, or 5 base mana is converted per second into up to 10% health. So a nice, another self-sustained healing rune here. And then moving on down to our Helm runes. Our first one is Engrave Helm Gale Winds. Increase the damage done by your hurricane by 100%. It no longer has a cooldown, and its mana cost is reduced by 20%. That is massive. Our boomkins are really going to be absolutely pumping, especially on AoE if they use this rune. And then we have Engrave Helm Gore. Striking a target with Lacerate, Swipe, or Maul has a 15% chance to reset the cooldown on Mangle. Striking a target with Mangle or Shred has a 5% chance to reset the cooldown on Tiger's Fury. So this is going to make for some really fun gameplay, because if we read what happens with Tiger's Fury with King of the Jungle, it grants you 60 energy and has and 15% damage and has a 30-second cooldown. So you combine that with Gore, now you're spamming Mangle or Shred in cat form. You have a 5% chance every single time to get a free Tiger's Fury, basically. That's going to grant you 60 energy instantly and give you a 15% damage buff. So that's going to be pretty cool and pretty strong. And then our last Helm rune, we have Engrave Helm Improved Barkskin. Your Barkskin can now be cast on allies, no longer penalizes melee combat speed or spellcasting timing, can be cast while shapeshifted. Wow, that is amazing. That's going to make Barkskin really, really strong, especially in PvP or for tanks. Even if it's a Druid healer, they can use that, because they're not going to, I mean, they could pick up Gale Winds as well, but I'm assuming Improved Barkskin is what you're going to pick up as a healer to be able to throw it on your tanks or anyone that you need to. But yeah, these Druid runes, I think they knocked it out of the park. Druid's got some really, really good stuff. And I think they're going to be in a great spot moving forward into Phase 2. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Drop some comments down below. Let's get into some conversations. All right, guys, so lots of good stuff there. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. I'm going to be putting out a video for every single class for Phase 2, going over their new runes and any changes that these classes are getting. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/hammerdance. I'll drop a link to that in the description below this video. And if you want to join an awesome community Discord full of like-minded people who all enjoy geeking out over classic WoW and Season of Discovery, we will welcome you with open arms. I'll drop a link to the Discord in the description as well. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.